Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Mooncolony live stream. I hope you're hearing us all okay and you're seeing us all okay.
Hello.
I don't want a repeat of last time where everything was in slow motion, as fun as that was. Um, I can see that the music is a bit quiet, so I'll turn that up a little bit for you guys. Let me know if you need the audio up or down. I can sort that out. But welcome to our competition winner reveal stream for the Vile Villains art competition that we've been running over the last 6 weeks, I believe. It finished on Sunday, and we've taken all this time to vote. Now the music's too loud. Oh man, you guys, come on. There we go. There we go. It's fine. There we go. Better? Worse? Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, we closed submissions for our Vile Villain competition on Sunday. We've taken 3 days to vote and talk and decide who our winners are. You guys in the community have had time to vote on your community winner as well. So I'm joined here today with Leoni and Rin. As you can see, they're actually below me today. There we go. I'm the boss. I'm the boss here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look through some of the submissions that we had, some honorable mentions, and then we're going to go through the community winner, third, second, and first place, and I'll go through all the prizes as we get to them as well. But before we start, I just want to say thank you for all of the amazing submissions that we had this time round. It was really difficult to pick.
Is this our record number of entries or not?
It's actually not. Our record was 119, but we came close. We had 109 this time, which is still amazing. That's crazy numbers. Yeah. So thank you everybody for submitting and working so hard on it. There's some great submissions there. But without further ado, let's get into it. What do you think? So let me get my tabs right. There we go. So oh yeah, I forgot we had this amazing slide with our lovely mood board on it first. Silly me. Yeah. So this was the great mood board that we handed out to people for some inspiration, some ideas. If you haven't seen already, you can find it in the Discord. There's links to all of the artists that own the pieces on here too. So if you like one, you can find them and check them out. So on to our honorable mentions. So first up was Alexandre Leoni, I believe is how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I butcher any names. But yeah, what do you guys think of this piece? I love it. I think it's so creative.
Yeah, I like the monkey doctor guy. It's looking nice.
Yeah.
If I would give a feedback on this one, would be avoid the parallel lines between the edge of the frame and the back of the character. Like that spot, that's long triangle that you have there is kind of weird. So I think it would be better if the back of the character goes out of frame a little bit more, or you include some other element in that place to avoid having that long triangle rectangle, sorry. That is kind of weird,
Yeah.
And and also I think the pipe that he's holding is a little bit too thin. Maybe you can like poke it up a little bit so you can see the liquid better,
Sure.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Do you have anything?
What do you think, Rin?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I agree. But I generally just like this piece, and I like the subtlety of rendering the materials, which still read as the materials intended. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Overall, I think it's a very successful one.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's sad, but it's fun.
It's sad but fun. Yeah, exactly. So just a couple of things. What's the prize, guys? For the honorable mentions, we don't have any prizes for these guys, unfortunately. But we did just want to show off their work
because
we loved it so much. Yeah, you get thumbs up and some real quick feedback. We have quite a few honorable mentions to get through. So
yeah, I have a question though. Can I please ask a question?
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
From the context clues, like the patchy fur on the monkey and like the shackles on the legs and stuff, I assume the monkey killed the original researchers. Originally, the monkey was also researched on, but then things. Yeah, right? Right? So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the artist is in the chat, so if you're here, then let us know, because I also want to know. I like to imagine it's like the origin story of Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The rats are getting like mutated.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened to the monkey.
And actually, maybe he's not killing them. Maybe he's helping them to get stronger.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it's a villain competition, but maybe he's a nice guy. Who knows?
No, I mean the villain part ended when they killed the humans.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
the villain arc. The villain arc ended.
Yeah, the villain arc, and now they're just like, we can dominate the world. Sorry, yeah, I'm done.
No, I like it. It's great. Great story, exactly. So yeah, we will. Let's quickly move on. As I say, we have quite a few of these to get through. So
Yes.
the next one is from Francisco
Chinchilla.
Yeah, which I love this one. This one is one of my personal favorites, just because I think it's such a great interpretation of the of the challenge itself. Like,
I love this one.
He's clearly in a play, and I'll let you guys talk about it. Anything that you like, anything that you're think could maybe be improved upon, just quickly.
Do you want to go first, Rin?
Sure. Yeah. This is one of my favorites as well, and I think it's a really fun interpretation of the topic. Yeah. And I love the angry dragon in the background.
Me too.
I really think that like the composition could be a bit like either tighter or maybe filled with some more context of the villain, because it generally feels a little bit empty, like the stage and everything, but maybe it's just to me. And also I like the classic painting look, but I would maybe push at least some of the elements a bit further and make them a bit sharper to avoid the fuzzy feeling, especially like where the leg of the villain hits the stage. Like the leg is so sharp but the stage is so fuzzy. So yeah, like maybe some bits and bobs could be improved, but in general I think it's a very successful one.
Yeah, I also like this one a lot. This is also one of my favorites. And about the framing, I also think that there's something that feels off about it. I kind of feel like it kind of looks like cinematic in a way, like it's part of some kind of movie or animation or something. And I feel like it could be like longer, like wider in terms of framing, and like having something on the left side. I don't know. Yeah, but I love this character, this depiction of the villain theme. So this is a very successful one, I think.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Once again, I think this is a lot of people's favorites. So congratulations. It's incredible. I love it a lot. So next in our honorable mentions list is Guillermo Santana, who's this cool werewolf piece. I love the kids in the corner. Like, one of them is like clutching onto a cross. I love it a lot. It's Alex is in the chat. It's their favorite. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leoni, I don't know if you want to go first this time.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. I think this is very successful in terms of composition. It could be easily like a card game illustration or something.
Oh, for sure.
I like the pose, the energy of the image is very cool. The values is like very, very well done. If I would do something different, I would probably bump the lightness in the characters in the corner just a tiny bit, so we can see them better. Like they're almost lost completely in the values. So maybe make them slightly more visible. It would be nice. But yeah, overall, I like this one a lot.
Yeah. Rin, do you have any thoughts about this one?
Yeah, I really like this one, and I think I really like how it's all very consistently finished. Like all the edges and values and everything is in place. I would maybe avoid this sharp of a pec muscle on the raised arm. Like it grabs a little bit too much attention. It looks a little bit thin, and I would also probably work a bit more on the head shape of the kid below. Not the one with the cross. The one with the cross is absolutely perfect, but the other guy. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a really cool piece. I love it.
Yeah.
I just noticed one thing that is bothering me that I did not notice before. It looks like the werewolf has the two legs kind of going like in the same direction. If it was just one of the legs, would be fine, but because there are two, maybe you could like displace them a little bit or create some like interesting silhouette. Like, because if you have one leg inside the other leg silhouette, it's kind of weird, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, great spot.
But I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, great spot. Thank you so much again, Guillerme. Much appreciated. Great submission. Next up, we have Ignacio Paul, one of our regulars in the Discord and in the Twitch chat as well. I mean, I have a feature in this. There is a street named after me in this piece. If you haven't seen it already, so I like it. But what do you guys think? I'll go back to Rin for this one maybe first off.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I love the graphic style of it. I like the usage of the textures and all those like dot textures, all the comic stuff. I think it's very successfully applied. I personally maybe lack a little bit of connection between back of the scene and front of the scene, because like they're the guy, the villain, and the cop car blowing up, they are like a bit too separated, and they're separated not just by space, but also by the lines and by the empty space in the crossroads. So maybe a bit more chaos in the middle, or maybe them going a bit closer together. That would work a bit better for me. And I kind of feel that the villain could have a bit more like personality and connection with the viewer, and I think it's partially because of the eyeglasses. They're really cool, but I think they kind of like block the more personal kind of attitude there. So yeah, those are my 2 cents. Leoni, what do you think?
Yeah, I really like this one, especially considering the like Ignacio is participating in every competition since I don't know if since the first one or not, but like for many competitions, and I really like to see him grow in every competition. So like I remember the first one, I think was the carnival one. Like he was struggling very much with backgrounds, but this one is like very well done in the background department. So yeah, like I think this is pretty great. And also like he tends to do very like dynamic compositions with like a lot of lens distortions and stuff. And I think you're getting to a point, Ignacio is getting to a point where he's like dominating this idea a little bit better. It's not too weird of a composition or like this distorted looking body or something. It's like balanced in a nice way. I agree with Rin. Maybe you could overlap the character with the explosion a little bit better, do something to integrate the two sides of the composition. Yeah, but I really like this one. I like the graphic style, going for something like Spider-Verse or something like that. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. And again, I think it's a different interpretation on the theme where a lot of people have gone a lot. We've had a lot of like fantasy, which is fine. That's totally okay. But it's always like quite refreshing to see a different take, similar to the one where it's like on a stage show, like a performance, and then there's this one which is more modern day.
Yeah, and more graphical also. This is
yeah, of course. Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you again, Ignacio, for your submission. Great job. Keep it up. So next up we have Lisa or Lise. I never know whether it's Lisa, Lise, but thank you for your submission anyway. I will just get straight into it. We still have quite a few to get through, so I'll pick up the pace a little bit. Leoni, do you have any thoughts about this?
Okay, this one I really love the composition, like the circle that the creature is forming, and like it's pointing back up to the character on the top right corner. If I had some critique on this, would be probably just to render the boat a little bit better, especially the part where it's like meeting the water. But otherwise, I think it's a very cool piece.
Sure.
I like this one.
Sure. Rin, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I really love this one. I love the like very dynamic and cool, like alive poses of the arms and of the character on the mast. And I don't know, I was immediately sold on this piece when I saw like the way the mast is rendered. I don't know, just the edges and the brushwork, and this guy is just like so traditionally arty appealing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I absolutely love this one, and I love the creature, and bravo.
bravo indeed. Thank you very much.
I don't know, I just resonate with this one. It's very I'm vibing with
sometimes you do, sometimes there's just one.
Sometimes you just do, sometimes it's
like to just to complement what I said, like the characters on the left corner, for example, they're in some kind of like surface. I don't know if that's a shipwreck or like
some rocks,
like or something. And maybe you could like define this a little bit better in terms of like rendering and things like that. But otherwise, the composition is great.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and thank you for the submission. So next up we have Pablo Murinelli. Thank you for your submission, Pablo. Who did I go to first last time? Leoni last time. Rin, what do you think about this piece? I'm like taking it in turns.
I love the confident pose and just like how the shapes work and how the silhouette works. And this piece is very successful in terms of like it really jumps at you even from the very small size. And I also appreciate the inverted color scheme. Like usually, like it's a very classic take to go with kind of like a scarecrow character on the villain side of things. But this one has its own unique flavor, which I like. And I also really appreciate these two trees in the background. They're so simply painted, but I love them.
I really love the tree on the left side because to me it kind of looks like it's doing like a human pose almost. I don't know if you see it as well, but it's just something that struck out to me. But sorry, Leoni, you go ahead.
No, it's like I like this one also. The idea of having the red in the background is refreshing in a way because it's not very common for night scenes. But maybe the colors are a little bit muddy here and there, and also there's something about values that feel a little bit off in some places. For example, in the face, I think you could have like shadows as deep as you have in the clothing because it looks like the gamma of the image is a little bit off in some places. So I would just fix the values here and there, but the overall composition is very successful. I like it.
Amazing. Thank you very much. All right, we will move swiftly on. Well, we skipped one. There we go. This one is from Anna Emoshina. Thank you very much, Anna, for your submission. Leoni, do you have any thoughts on this piece?
Yeah, this is very fun and interesting. I like that in this competition we got a bunch of different styles,
Yeah.
which is very nice. And we can see that these two witches are trying to summon some kind of fairy or something, but they're summoning like a weird looking creature. Maybe it's not as villainesque as it could be, but I like the composition, the overall storytelling is cool.
Yeah, sure. Rin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the variety of styles and the variety of different like really cool takes and unusual takes is what like really grabbed my attention in this competition.
Yeah.
It took us a little bit time when we were trying to figure out why this thing is a villain, because like the witches seem fine, they seem happy, but then we kind of like, oh my god, this thing pretends to be a fairy, and it was like so the storytelling bit might have escaped us at first a little, but then all the bits and pieces kind of went together, and it's a very nice piece. And I especially love the way the book is rendered, just like in terms of like chunkiness and the yellowness and the images, like nice.
Yeah. I love the fact as well that it's not it's similar to what I've said before, like it's not the first thing that comes into your mind when you think of a villain. It's a lot more light-hearted and something that you would find in a children's book, which still it still fits the theme, it still fits the brief of the competition, and it's just something that is a lot more different to what you would see normally. It's really cool. Thank you so much. Next up is Eli Angel, or Ellie Angel, however it's pronounced. I'm so sorry again for butchering all of these names. But I like this one a lot too. I think it has some really interesting stuff in it, like how the reflection is slightly different. But anyway, I'll pass over to you guys. Rin, what thoughts do you have on this?
I sometimes really get in the mood for like classic horror type of stuff, so it really worked for me, and I love the composition. And I'm not always the the biggest fan of Dutch angle, but I think it really works here. And I love the interchanging story when you read the girl first, you see the knife, is she a villain, then you see that like her mother is a puppet master. So yeah, all this kind of like the rhythm of the storytelling is really what I like in this one.
For me it's like playing kind of like a game of spot the difference, where you're looking into the mirror and being like, oh, that's slightly wrong, and then you end up following that trail. And it took me ages to even notice like the mother at the front, but when you do see it, you're like, oh yeah, sure, that makes a lot more sense. You're like putting together clues. It's awesome. But go ahead, Leon.
I like this one a lot also, but I'm a little confused on the story because there's a person on the floor that got killed. But like in the mirror you have two people, like you have the mother controlling the child that
I think she's
like,
still controlling, like she's dead, but she's trying to be like this.
by the colors you can see like the person with the knife is the child. But you have like the analogy between the teddy bear and the knife, they're like matching. And but like the person on the floor is the mother. I don't know. It's kind of weird in a way, but I like it. The composition is very compelling. You get dragged into the image, so it's like in competitions like this, I think this is the first thing you have to nail is like grabbing the attention, because you have 100 pieces to look at, so people will look at your image and maybe they will get bits of the story. They might be confused with like the specific elements, but like if your composition is very well done and you can feel something when you see the image, I think you like did great, and I feel something when I see this image, which is like a very good thing.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Well, moving swiftly on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eli/Ellie, for your for your submission. Um, next up is Hannah Prashkovich. I'm gonna assume that I butchered that one, and we will pass straight on to Leoni. Leoni, what do you think about this one?
I like this one a lot because I like the symmetry of it being centered. Like when I did the promo image for the competition, I did my character like looking straight up, and it's like there's something creepy about perfect symmetry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that in this character, and I think it's creative in a way. It's not like super commonplace or something, so it's cool. I like it.
Nice. Rin?
Yeah, I also love the value structure and like very subtle lighting, not over the top, nothing too extra, but it's pretty effective. I also really like the sharp and again like effortless silhouettes of the bats in the background. I can see a couple of them copy pasted, but they're not like too noticeable. And I also appreciate that this lady took the time out of her day to paint her lips even inside of her extra mouth. So
yeah, even inside
the dedication. Yeah.
Predator mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Someone in the chat just said the hands and the delicate grip on her staff is really nice too. Yeah, it's like that menacing, like, yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. Like a really delicate.
Yeah. There is a vibe of it's okay.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. Do we have another one? We do. We have Leo Mafres. So
this is great.
This one is really cool. He spoke to me a bit about the story behind this as he was working on it in Discord. But I'd like to hear sort of your guys' interpretations of what you think the story might be, if there is one. Leoni, do you want to go first? Unless you already know what it is.
No, I did not see this before.
Okay.
Before we were seeing these images to judge the like the top, and like this is one of my favorites. I like the rendering in this one a lot. The color choices and like the shape language is like very interesting and a very interesting style, and it's like super consistent, well done. In the like the whole illustration looks very cohesive.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one is super great. I love it.
Yeah, amazing. Rin, what do you think?
Yeah, this is one of my favorites as well, and I just love the unique style of the character, and I love all those like swirls and everything. I am not sure that I'm getting the story because first I giggled over the name, honestly, because to me revisions is feedback.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, this is how I imagine people giving feedback that I don't want to hear. So yeah, but then I started looking in the background. There are kind of like moments, heroic moments, frozen in time, and I started thinking like, are they selling their souls or whatever to be immortalized? Like he's selling the heroic deeds to be immortalized, but then it's kind of like a crippling contract, like for the music industry or something. So yeah, tell me what's it all?
It looks like the characters on the right side, they are getting turned into stone. They are not completely stone. You know,
yeah, but
like
probably it's their like moment of glory. So this is how like you will have a statue of you, all right? Yeah, but you will be the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Leo is in the chat, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe Rin was very close. In that I believe the story is that these people they're like a group of adventurers, and they go and fight big monsters, but say that they couldn't do it, or like if one of their friends died or something and they left, they would then visit this guy who would go and kill the monster for them. But in the contract, they would be like, they would go down in history as heroes, but they would end up as like these statues, basically. But I could be
Well,
wrong.
that's awesome. I'm kind
Yeah.
of proud that
Yeah.
that I read it correctly, but also this was such a kind of like tricky idea to convey. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is amazing. This is great.
yeah.
It's really cool. Nice job, Leo.
The only small thing that throws me off a little bit is the face of the big guy. It like it's like has this perfect looking face with the huge body, you know. I don't know. I think I would tweak the head proportions a little bit. But yeah, otherwise it's perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
I like everything about it.
Yeah. No, awesome. Keep it up, Leo. Amazing submission. Thank you so much. And our next one is Lucas Gomez, or Lucas Gomez. I think this one's pretty cool. It's a nice, simple sort of character design, just on a blank background, nothing extravagant, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. Sometimes they just speak for themselves. So, who did I go to first last time?
I'm gonna go.
Go on.
We're gonna fight.
Go on.
Yeah, I mean this is a simple guy, and we didn't have many concept art entries, so that kind of stood out. And he's a menace. Like maybe he's not a villain, but he's a menace.
He's a menace. Yeah.
It's just his middle name. So yeah, the shapes are great and menacing. Everything about him just screams. There is like no excuses like I could muster with the monkey. I can't find any like good bone in this little guy. So yeah, I think it's a very nice and successful design.
Yeah, he's pure chaos.
Yeah. Leonie, what do you think?
Yeah, I really like this one. I think the rendering is very successful, especially in the head part. I really like it, and I'm vibing a lot with the weird proportions, because like we can see that you know what you're doing, so it's like not stylized just because. I think you could, for example, tame the shapes a little bit better and do something that is more like realistic if you want to. But I think I feel like the stylization is intentional, in a good way, you know? So yeah, I really like the shapes of this.
Yeah, it's like knowing the rules and where you can bend them a little bit. Yeah. Amazing. I agree. Someone in the chat said, I like his charming smile. I feel like if we approach, we're going to get bitten.
You are gonna get bitten if you don't approach. There's no
difference. Well, that's true. Yeah, and
it will just run up to you and bite.
Yeah, and he's totally gonna steal your wallet as well.
Yeah.
I really like images that you can feel like they are moving and you can kind of hear their sounds, you know, like you can imagine what sounds he would have, like some kind of hyena giggle something, you know. So it's like, I think this is it's a tip for everyone. Like if you can make your image feel alive, I think you did a good job, especially in a character design, right? It's hard to convey something that has movement with no background, no story or anything. So very, very well done.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. This is our next honorable mention with Pedro. Is it Pedro Cheles? Pedro Cheles? I'm not sure.
Cheles
probably. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, I like this one. It's kind of giving me like techno Medusa. But Leonie, do you wanna take this one first?
Yeah, this is very cool. Like a very nice composition. It's not like super over the top in terms of we had some compositions that were very different and interesting. This is a little bit more standard in terms of how to present a character, but it's like very well done. The pose is nice, and the design is interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like some kind of mech naga person. I don't know what is the name of this creature with the snake part.
Yeah, like a gorgon, I think it is, but like yeah,
Yeah.
it's a typical kind of Medusa design. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the composition works very well, so it's
Mhm.
cool.
yeah. Rin, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I would maybe suggest to have a bit more interaction between the snake lady and the guy. I mean, she's literally killing him, but at least she could look at him while she's killing him, or she could look at the viewer, maybe like you're next, kind of situation.
Yeah.
I also feel that her wrapping around the hips, like the belt thing, is a little bit conflicting with the hair, like with the grabby tentacles.
Yeah, sure.
Just the thickness and the masses and like the way they slither around is a bit too close to me. But overall, yeah, it is a fun entry. So yeah, nice.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. And that brings us to the end of our honorable mentions. So yeah, let's go. Thank you everybody who did submit, and if you didn't make it to the honorable mentions list, then don't worry too much about it. We could only pick a few. There were so many great ones that we just couldn't fit in. I mean,
Yeah.
it took us so long just to get those ones
Yeah.
in. But...
There are some of the pieces that I really love. They are not in the honorable mentions, so I'm like, yeah, I would totally also spend some minutes talking about those. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And if you haven't seen all of our submissions, but already, there are way more. As I say, we picked 12, and there was 109. So go into the Discord, check them out, and go support the artists as well. They're fantastic, every single one of them. So on to our community winner. So the community winner was voted by you guys, by the people in our Discord. We gave you all a vote, and this is who you picked. The winner is going to get the Short Course Foundations bundle from Lunar Academy. That's Arthur's Short Course Foundations bundle. So congratulations. But we get to do our classic Mooncolony. We don't have a drum set, but we'll pretend that we can do a drum roll. So which
I'll do it.
Go on then. Start. You can start now. You can start now.
You cannot hear. You can do the drum roll in the microphone.
Oh, okay. Our community winner is Giorgio Rizzo. Congratulations. The community absolutely loved your piece, and I did too. This is also one of my favorites. I love this one a lot. Can you put the music down? Sure, I'll put the music down a little bit more. Sorry. There we go. Let me know if that's still too loud. So, Rin, do you want to go first on this one? And
sure.
talk about it a little bit?
I was a bit hesitant about that one because like this is really nicely rendered and the composition is great and all that. I just can't see this guy as a villain because he has these little friends and he's protecting them.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Even if they kill everything they see, I mean, it's just that's my only beef with this one. It's just way too adorable, way too cute, and way too like relatable. Also impressive 8-pack.
8-pack, yeah.
8-pack, yeah.
It looks like
this guy is not playing around.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming out of a tomb. So maybe he's spent like a few thousand years doing, doing sit-ups. And
sit-ups and lifting like the top of his sarcophagus. But yeah, nicely done. Looks great.
Yeah.
I like the
congratulations. Yeah,
congratulations.
I like the rendering on the gold. It's very very
it's really
nice.
cool. Yeah.
Maybe if we would improve something, maybe it's like the rendering the fur. Sometimes it may look like too much like a like scales or something
Mhm.
here and there. But yeah, I like this one also.
Yeah, sure. Someone in chat said sometimes to protect cute things, hatred is born. So, maybe he's a hero to some, villain to others, kind of guy. Um,
He's a
but
Yeah,
hero for
or
me.
he's a hero for you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See, um, no. Thanks again, Giorgio. Congratulations, really nice piece, and clearly everybody else loved it as well. Um, it was very good. So that then leads us into our third place winner. So for third place, whoever wins this will be getting the Digital Painting 101 course with the wonderful Leoni that's already here. Or they'll have the option to take the Illustrating Creatures course with Melissa, and the Short Course Foundation bundle with Arthur as well. So without further ado, let me get on the right tab. There we go. So, do you want to shall I do the drum roll again? Because Leonie's drum
Yes,
roll.
just go
Yes,
ahead to
please.
do the drum rolls.
It's Julian Lorette or Lorray. Congratulations for coming third place. Now this one's really interesting because it's not a full illustration. This is more of a like a concept art character sheet sort of thing. So Rin, you went first last time. So Leonie, what do you think?
Yeah, it's nice to see like more concept art entries.
Mm.
I like we tend to look too much at the illustrations like and grabs our attention, but like we had some good character designs this
Yeah,
time also.
yeah.
And like this one is very nice because it's like very well presented. Maybe if it was just, for example, the image on the left corner and as is, maybe it would not like grab as much attention, but because you had like expressions and like an action pose like for an attack and like design for the glove and things like that, I think all of that works together to elevate this piece to uh, another level. So yeah, I really like this one. The design is very interesting. I like the color choices and the shapes. So yeah, very very well done.
Yeah, nice. Rin, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with what Leonie said. It's really nice to see again the variety of approaches and the variety of like answers to the question.
Yeah.
Like what's the villain look like? I think this is a really successful piece. I agree with Leonie that probably if it was only the posing shot on the left, it wouldn't work as well. It works as a whole character research and development. I also think that the execution of this kind of like Darksiders inspired style is pretty successful. Like the scale of the elements is there, the shapes, the shape language, the limited color palette really works. Like the accents are all in the right places, so that's a great thing too. And the character is pretty likable. I would play her, or I would like to see her as an NPC somewhere. So yeah, great entry.
Yeah, I think I agree with you that they are very likable. I have a similar feeling about this one that you have about the community winner, where I'm like I can't see this character being a villain. I think it's the expressions in the top corner. To me, I'm just like now I just see them as like a hero now.
Yeah, probably she's like Jinx of Arcane or like
Oh
Harley
yeah.
Quinn, or some that kind of character, which is like kind of crazy but uh kind of likable at the same time.
Yeah, I mean it's still a great entry, and I still love actual um, the actual character. I think they're great. Like an anti-hero. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they could be an
Yeah,
anti-hero.
maybe.
That works. Sure.
I was traumatized by blonde pretty girls with a side pony at school, so she's a villain to me. Feel good.
Yeah, yeah,
True,
that'll do
yeah.
it. That'll do it. You gotta dig into those childhood traumas to really pull
Yeah,
good
those
villains out.
childhood traumas. Like
Yeah.
if she's like about 14 and kind of the same mentality that those who I'm thinking about, she's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not an anti-hero. She's totally a villain.
Just
yeah,
totally
she's
a bit.
yeah.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations, Julian. It's a great piece, great submission, and clearly we at Mooncolony liked it too. So I should say actually for the first, second, third, and community vote winner, we'll be getting in touch with you over the next few days to organize your prizes and stuff. We just need to arrange them on our side first. Alan said, "I'd like to see this as a skin on Fortnite." I could totally see this as a Fortnite skin, for sure.
Yeah, could be.
But amazing. So let's move on then to second place. So our second place winner gets Digital Painting 101 with Leoni, Illustrating Creatures with Melissa, and they get the short course Foundations bundle with Arthur as well. So they get all three of those courses, whereas third place gets a choice of them. So back onto this tab again. There we go. So second place goes to Alex Lau. Congratulations, Alex. Man, that messed my voice up. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll talk about my thoughts on this in a minute when my voice is relaxed a second. Go on, Rin. You can take over this one.
I love it. I love it. I'm so happy to see it amongst the winners. I just love the dark fantasy and like the classic fantasy knight and the succubi and like all this with the tapestry banner and like this absolutely maniacal face. Like the facial expression of the dude is absolutely priceless. I have no question. Like, you know, usually in this kind of situation, the villains are like the women, clearly.
Yeah.
But this time, I'm no question. These are just like fangirlies. He's the villain. He did some things we cannot speak about in the on the stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm just vibing with it. I'm just vibing with the way it's rendered. I could use a print, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ignore like the thing that throws me off a bit is the horse's anatomy. Like the back legs are a bit broken, the front legs are a bit.
He's a zombie horse.
I mean, it's a zombie horse. Yeah, maybe just like a bit more careful use of reference for the animals in the future. But like everything above the legs, starting with the dude legs with this like pointy shoes, everything is just like absolutely great. Love it, gonna love it. So yeah.
Yeah, this one has a very nice composition and like use of values and colors, very well done. But what makes this piece for me is the dude's expression. Like his face was just like a skull or like a closed helmet or something. Maybe it would not be as high as for me, but this expression is so good. I like it a lot. The horse, like the head of the horse is very cool, also like the armor and stuff. So yeah, this is one of the top ones for me also.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I think his expression is fantastic, and you just know that he has committed something. It's some atrocities, but he's so proud of himself because he's got these two fangirls. These two fangirls now. And whether intentional or not, they have horns. They're skeletons or skulls with horns, so I see them as like Nyx's siblings. I just can't help it.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
This is the part of the lore I wasn't ready for.
It's got Nyx in it. So
Nyx, watch your sisters.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
They're evil now.
Oh no.
They can't help
Yeah,
it.
and by the way, I just want to like point it out, like with this composition and with all going on and with all the like pretty dark shadows and like high contrast areas, in like the focal area, like this face and this facial expression, you can't miss it. You can't say it
Yeah.
doesn't read well. It is just there,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
right at you. I just love it.
and it pulls you in.
Yeah,
Like,
it pulls you in for
like,
sure. Yeah.
That's the thing about these illustrations. Like this expression pulls you into the image. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
And also just about the comment about the horse. I've just seen them in chat. The artist Alex, they've just said it was their first time actually painting a horse. So
Yeah, it's tricky.
yeah,
It's tricky. Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough. Next time, just ask Melissa. She'll be able to help you out. Nick's took up community management and his sister's chose a more classic career. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But no, I totally second you with the print as well. I would love to have a print of this. It'd be awesome. But thank you, Alex. Again, congratulations. Really nice piece. And yeah, we will have to move on. Yes. We will have to move on to our first place winner, who gets a Huion Canvas 13 Gen 3 tablet. And they get Digital Painting 101 with Leoni, Illustrating Creatures with Melissa, and the Short Course Foundations bundle with Arthur. So they get pretty much everything below. Plus, they get a nice Huion Canvas 13 out of it. So can't go wrong there. So drum roll again. is Marco. It's Marco Presentano. Congratulations, Marco. People in the chat were calling it before it even happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will let you guys talk about this one. Leoni, I think you're first up this time.
Yeah, what can I say about Marco?
Yeah.
It's like I think I'm trying to evaluate why Marco always positions so good in this competition. It's like because like I can see he's also improving a lot.
Mhm.
Like every competition he's doing better and better.
Yeah.
But I think one of his strongest points always is like having a good composition and good storytelling
Yeah.
in his pieces, and I think he's improving a lot. His shape language and his rendering skills are getting better and better. So yeah, we probably next time we'll have to remove Marco. Okay, you cannot participate because yeah, this is very nice. Like use of colors and like progression of the story. Like you go from yellow to blue, and like the characters are so charming, and the sheep are very very cool. Like it's can be tricky when you have like multiple of the same character and make them feel unique and somehow. So like every sheep have like their own expression and shapes and stuff. So it's like very very cool image. I can also see this as a print or something.
Oh,
and like
sure.
even crop in other places and have like cool images. So it's very very nice.
Yeah. Rin, what do you think?
I love it. I love it. Yeah, we need to remove Marco. Let's invite him to be a judge next time.
Yeah. Sorry,
it's
Marco.
just not. Yeah,
it's not a punishment. It's a reward.
It's a reward. Yeah, because like I remember seeing Marco's entries for like several competitions, right? And like the impressive growth. I'm fascinated. I can't find words on how much improvement I see and how much artistic search and like very successful search I can see in these images. And this particular one, just like the most confident brush strokes, like
Yeah.
tons of personality in the little impy guys and in every single ship that serves their masters in their own unique way, and like their dedication is written all over the faces. Just everything about this piece, the dynamic composition, the shapes. I really want to print, but I completely disagree. I will not want anything cropped. I want everything. I want all the fluffy ship butts, everything. It's just an amazing work altogether. Like, I don't want to criticize anything literally at all. I'm just vibing again.
Yeah.
This competition, I vibed a lot.
Yeah.
And like.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
I think we vibe a lot with villains, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
you. You were an AD. You were a villain for for the artist that received the feedback.
My invisible cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe there were just like so many cool entries and everyone is vibing with villains.
True that.
And ADs maybe by proxy.
Yeah, true that. I mean, it's so much easier to connect with a villain than it is to a hero, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the older you get, the more relatable all the Disney villains become, and the more you just like find annoying, like the main like heroes, protagonists, like just annoying brats. Because like I've always vibed with Ursula and Hades and all those. So yeah, I guess that's the rule.
Yeah, I love these guys. This little like goblins. I mean, I'm a fan of goblins anyway. I love the little dudes, but I just love that looking at these, you can tell there's no like higher motive here. They're just there to just cause mischief.
They're just like,
they just decided one day, yeah, we're just gonna go kidnap a whole field of sheep. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, it's great.
And they don't plan to eat them or anything.
Yeah, they're just gonna let them. Yeah, they're just gonna let them run.
Worshipful audience.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know, these guys then will be like, you know, trying their stand-up comedy routines, dance routines, anything they want. They will be like sitting on the throne and warming their legs in the like beloved servant fluff.
Yeah.
There's just like all sorts of things I can imagine them doing. I want a comic.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. So this is just amazing. Yeah.
Thanks as well, guys. All of the love for Marco and well, all of the submissions that came in today. Actually, like everybody's just been so lovely. Some really nice compliments throwing out there. Did someone say comic? Yes. Marco, this is your next challenge.
Don't participate, just draw a comic.
Yeah. And yet somebody said let's support it on ArtStation. So what I've done for everything that we've shown on the stream today, all of the names I've put on there are also people's ArtStation handles. So if you're going through and you're like, oh, I really like that, then search them on ArtStation, find them, follow them, like all of their work, support them, because they're all fantastic. Or
support human artists. Support human artists.
Yeah, let's go.
Please.
Yes, please. But yeah, that's all of the ones that we had for today. I'll just go through the winners again. So our community vote winner was Giorgio Rizzo. Congratulations. Third place was Julien Loret. Congratulations. Second place was Alex Lau. Congratulations. And first place, obviously, Marco Prisitano. Congratulations again. I also want to just take a second to say that you don't have to do big illustrations like these, as we can see from the third place entry. Character sheets, concept art, all of that stuff is totally fine as well. Just in case anyone feels put off by seeing like these big grand illustrations, don't be. We love concept art, we love character sheets as much as we love these big grand illustrations as well. So join in with whatever you've got, and we'd love to see it. When is the next challenge? Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. Next year. It's gonna be next year.
No, next week.
Next week. Oh man. We have some work to do. But yeah, thank you all to the 109 fantastic artists that we had submit. Like,
yeah, and there are so many more that we did not show, and they are all amazing. Thank you a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, keep an eye on Discord, because tomorrow we're putting out our Secret Santa as well. So if you applied to that, thank you as well. We had 28 submissions for that, which is way more than I thought we would get for our first time round doing this. So thank you everybody who signed up for that. Yeah, we'll get in contact with you about prizes soon. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We have a stream tomorrow. Check that out. But yeah, until then, see you later, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. So bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.